I guess that's the difference between free roam and missions. Missions are designed to tilt you and make it difficult, while free roam is mostly just zombies on the streets that you can mow down with no problem. I guess again, I often also. Oh, we're supposed to in one piece. Yeah, oh yeah, because we need to consume. Also, I need him in one piece, and he's running in a tank. So am I supposed to consume him there or not? I'm close, so I guess all I need to do is grab it. Fortunately, I'm fast, because I also have superpowers like guns. You know, I could use a different superpower like a fucking motorcycle. So, you know, either or, you're either a transhumanism organism. Oh, it's a defense now. Hold on, I can hijack a tank. If only I won't be killed. There it is, good enough. Now I've got invisibility frames and barely any health. How long will that tank last? Maybe it will last long enough. Also, don't kill Taggard. Who's Taggard again? I played this game way too
Nothing will protect you from me. Not men,
seldom.
not weapons, not armor.
Yeah, I'm mad as well. Can we now chase him with a tank? Of course. Also, I was so close to the tank. Did the and fuck this place. Did the emplacement just appear out of thin air because I was close? Right. Now I can run. Get him. We've got superpowers after all, right? That's what the game is about. I was trying to say, free roam often gets dull because it actually, you could say it actually does get a little bit too easy. Like in Kerbal Space Program, the joke of a gameplay is to try to make a ridiculous rocket and watch it explode. In GTA, the joke is that you just and it just explodes, right? Fuck! I'm gonna be dead again soon enough. If only I could find someone to kill and eat. Again, you can't end the mission earlier, where you catch on to the tank and just hijack and eat everyone inside. No, we need a challenge, because in GTA the joke gameplay is how you just mow down citizens and innocents without any objective, like not trying to kill anyone in particular. Like it's not a rampage that you need to do it in any given time. You just need to avoid police, not get killed, maybe even cheat, right? So just endless, mindless destruction, and then you decide, yeah, I'm bored of that now. Let's try doing actual missions where there's challenge and objectives to fulfill. And people will say that about hatred, like, oh, hatred is boring and it's terrible gameplay because you just kill people and it's no fun, and it's fun in GTA because of the variety of weapons or some shit like that. No, it's like I said. Sorry again. The game, again, when you're bored with missions, you turn into just mindless destruction. When you're bored with mindless destructions, you turn back into missions. Only hatred is mostly just mindless destruction. So when you're bored of mindless destruction in hatred, you just change the game entirely, which might be fine in a sense that it's not. Games are also first and foremost an interactive medium and interactive experience where you can do things, and it's all about gameplay. That's what I'm trying to say. It's all about gameplay. So if you're bored of gameplay, it's fine to switch to something else, and if you feel like having that gameplay, that experience again, you can just come back to it. So like I'm saying, if you're bored of mindless destruction in hatred, you just swap to another game. If you're bored of this fucking ridiculous missions in Prototype, you just swap to free roam mindless destruction. Will I be able? No, no, I won't. Of course not. There's 4 tanks. Of course you cannot use your best fucking attacks, because they take time. to charge up, is what I'm trying to say, to charge up. So yeah, the gameplay in summary, the gameplay in Arkham Knight is on par with the rest of the series, with all its flaws and what would it be? Merits, supposed perceived merits. Yeah. So if you like Batman's gameplay, it's more Batman, so you'll enjoy it. If you don't, however, you know, just play a different game. It's fine. I mean, you know, I did just say games are all about the gameplay, but often gameplay is driven, and I do enjoy an interesting story behind it. So once I start a story, I like to. Once I start anything, I like it to be over eventually, to finish it essentially. So if there is another fuck you, stupid cunt. If there is a story to finish there, I'd like to just get through all of it. And yeah, and that's that. Oh, of course, thanks. What do you want me to do? Take over a tank, it'll be fine. You'll heal inside like you did before, to half health, because that's reasonable. Alright, of course. And I'm stuck on the other tank's barrel, so that's going as expected as well. Taggard. Oh, tank damage. I'm supposed to not to actually. No, in fact, stop running. Make it easier on me. We've had enough. I've had enough. You've had enough. I mean, we've been doing this mission for a while now. And the episode is very long. I don't know how I'm gonna cut it up. I already did, one way or another. So, you already know the result, but... since we're already here, I'll see that on the timeline. Maybe I'll squeeze another episode. So, this one is about the story in Batman, since I've touched on it just a moment ago. And we've gone over the gameplay. The story in Batman Arkham Knight is, let's say, continuation, or like oh shit, hold on, I should exit this because I run faster than the tank drives, because I've got superpowers. How could I have forgotten? How could I have possibly forgotten that I've got superpowers? I don't know. Oh hey, a web of intrigue. Come on, I really need him. I really need it. Oh, thank you, gameplay! Thank you! They show up so fucking rarely, and it's so hard to get them. And it happens in the middle of the fucking mission, and they just fucking blast them away with missile launcher, because everyone has missile launchers. Yeah. Oh, I'm almost dead. Avoid the conflict. I barely managed to eat him, but no, the fat fuck attacked me, and it's all gone anyway. Oh, there are tanks right behind the building. Oh, no, I didn't grab a human. I grabbed a fucking bench. Oh, the fat fuck. Hello. So the story in Batman, you know. In what is it? City? In City, the Arkham City. Joker was killed. And, you know, there was rage. They say it rage. It's rage. So I'm gonna say rage. Rage al Ghul was pretty much, kinda, at least a little bit killed. Apparently he's immortal and has like a source of resurrection juice that he can just tap onto on will. So there's that. No one's ever really gone after all. So Rage al Ghul can just resurrect himself, but he got killed in City. In City, the other thing that got killed is of course the main antagonist, the Joker. But no one's ever really gone, so he was brought back as a hallucination. And the game continues the trend of having everyone killed, I guess, because since I guess it's a final arcing, fucking killed so many, and I've got no health anyway. Hold on. Maybe a little bit of armor that will help me endure for a little while longer. Oh yeah, grab the bench. I started this recording session earlier in the day so that my voice is nice, but now I yelled and it's all fucked. What was I on about? Real emotions here, I'm annoyed now. Getting everyone killed, I think. Final game in the series, so we're getting everyone killed essentially. I mean, the game itself ends in Bruce faking his death. I mean, it's not like a revelation in the sense that you don't need to watch anyone's fucking deep dive into the secret ending for the game where Batman, Bruce Wayne, goes back home after being revealed that he's Bruce Wayne to the world, or at least to Gotham. He goes back home and his entire home explodes. And you know, right when you're done with the main content, with the main story content for the game, he says, "Yeah, we're gonna do the Nightfall protocol, and you need to authorize shit." Pennyworth, was it Alfred? Yeah, he's Pennyworth though. Alfred says you're gonna have to authorize it. So it's a process, like what is it? A protocol, entire operation, right? There's a plan behind it. So it's not that it's just a suicide that Bruce Wayne decides to kill himself, and they'll be over for him in case his what is it? His secret is out. No, he'll feign his death and employ his sidekicks to continue his legacy, I guess. So of course he feigns his death instead of just committing suicide. There is nothing hidden in that. So there we have it. And since everyone gets killed, since Barbara is almost killed essentially, since Joker is dead, since Batman looks like he's dead, since who else gets killed? I don't know. Someone's supposed to die. Well, I guess not. I mean, the game starts off strongly with, I guess, what would it be? Implications of death of people important to Batman, and then ends with implications of Batman's death. So there's that. But the main crux is that, of course, there's an Arkham Knight. And Arkham Knight is this antagonist where he calls himself Arkham Knight, and as soon as you meet him, he's oh fuck me!
Not even your best man can stop me. Keep running, you bastard!
I hope you can also hear the some motherfucker drilling in the walls, because people all of a sudden, not only are they still working despite pandemic lockdowns, but also are not working because of pandemic lockdowns, so they're fucking having renovations in their flats done. And if you're hearing drilling, that's what's happening. I mean, I took a moment to stop recording to exit this fucking shit. I mean, no, hey, hold on. Stay inside, because they're gonna spawn the fucking reinforcements for him. I'm gonna drive over and see how far I can go. If I'll actually lose Taggard, or if I'll be able to just keep up with him and meet the resistance over at the place with the tank I've got. So yeah, they're drilling holes in the wall, in walls for months. Because of course they do. Oh hey, that's what I wanted last time around. Please blast them away with a fucking missile. There we go. Score!
Not even your best man can stop me.
2% left.
What Pariah is to Elizabeth Green.
The more interesting question is this. What does Pariah have in common with Alex Mercer? I have my theories. Mercer might be the artificial activation of non-coding regions. something achieved by genetic manipulation. Pariah is a natural release of things buried in the genome. I have a feeling it might be extraordinarily bad if they ever met face to face.
Surely interesting, but you know, this game's like main antagonist. I don't know, Elizabeth Green. I don't know what kind of antagonist. Oh, I was supposed to grab the tank. Well, get the tank. We already have the markers for where Taggard is holed up right now. And people are still driving cars around here because it's a lockdown. Of course they are. It's not like they would fucking listen to the fucking governing bodies to stop being outside. Not like they would listen to remain inside and reduce contact with others, not to catch a fucking lethal disease. Pandemics, by the way, COVID-19. Hello. Elizabeth Green. It's a difference between being a sorcerer, which is Elizabeth Green, the natural release of the fucking superpowers, as opposed to artificial release, which is wizards, which is Alex Mercer. So there is that. I guess for some, yeah, well, I know. Oh, shit, that's not what I was supposed to be hitting. I often play wizards as opposed to sorcerers because, you know, of course, just grab a piece of trash. Not hijack the tank. Thank you. Gameplay, the best shit. Oh god. Oh, of course I'm dead. Even though I've been wearing I'm wearing armor. Oh, thank you, that helped. Thank you. Let me just fucking leave this entire place. Just go to the other side of the fucking map to grab a few people to eat. Everything is shooting at me everywhere. So there are soldiers everywhere. If there's soldiers everywhere, how come this fucking pandemic is not contained yet? Must make me just circle around this fucking placement camp, and I'm just in the vicinity of shit being spawned here. I don't know. So what was I saying? Ah, yes, playing sorcerers because wizards are more versatile when it comes to raw gameplay, actually. And in terms of more of a lore, they're based more on well, specifically, directly, and only on intelligence as opposed to charisma, which sorcerers do on somehow. Like, you look good, that means you've got more magical power. And you are good with people, that means you've got more magical power. Of course it is, right? So sorcerers is more of a scientist approach to magic, one way or the other. Oh, thank you. You just fucking grabbed me for free, and I couldn't have done anything about it because it's a good gameplay. So yeah, wizards, right? Smart scientist magic man, and also because I was offered. This channel is called Free to Play for a reason. It's because we don't have a lot of privilege. I don't have. I don't know about you. You might not as well, because you're watching free to play as opposed to pay to win. So yeah, not much privilege. Everything you get, I get. Everything I get is because of work or some sort of trying to get it out of some effort as opposed to being born into it. So wizards, right? You need to go to school to learn magic, and then you're smart as well. So that's why I play wizards, and that's obviously why we play Alex Mercer, which is an artificial release of the genome sequencing, coding genomes for the superpowers that he's got here, of course. So there's that, and the antagonist in the Arkham Knight is the Arkham Knight, which as soon as you meet him, he starts going on about just do the attack, please. Fuck. I hope no more strings for this game anymore. I wish it was over. Hopefully you can feel my defeatism, or in other words, how defeated I am with this in my voice, because man, it was supposed to be an easy day at work, right? Take the tank. No, right as I was finishing off, I was blasted away, because you can't have nice things. What was it about Arkham Knight? He as soon as you meet him, he starts waxing on about all the Batman's tactics, how he knows how Batman operates, how he knows Batman is stealth and shit, and he knows all about Batman and shit, but just won't bother telling anyone who Batman actually is. 'Cause, it doesn't come across that we know him, that he knows. But anyway, you know, immediately as soon as he starts talking about how well he knows Batman, it's fucking obvious to me that it must have been some one of Batman's associates that turned on him, that is now Arkham Knight, as opposed to some sort of guy. Now I can take over the tank because the marker is different, I guess. If only I can run. Hold on, I'm gonna need to not wear armor, because that makes me go fast. It's like Sonic rings. Now. That should work this time. Because the marker is different, that should work this time. There we go. Now story. So, it's obvious to me it's one of his associates that turned on him, but the greatest detective and the richest motherfucker just cannot figure out that it just might be so, that it's one of his. Yep, so we won.
All of this, everything here, we've been preparing to fight the wrong war. We can't beat this. We need to pull out and deal with it at a distance.
Taggard, I put you in charge because I trust you to do what needs to be done. Cut the heart out of the infection.
Sir, the position is untenable.
That's not exactly how infections work.
They're beyond.
You actually need to
I don't want to hear
cut off all the limbs.
From you.
Yeah,
Get
talking
your
about limbs.
ass back into the field
Limbs
and
being
get
cut
it
off.
done, or don't come back.
Perfect, flawless. First try. Yeah, so, greatest detective on earth, and the richest motherfucker cannot fathom that it might just so happen to be one of his associates, and that irks me a lot.
Less than an hour. What's next?
The last person responsible for all of this dies tonight.
If we make it out of here, you think you're ready?
I was made for this.
So you say.
Citadel Command, this is Captain Cross. Mission accomplished. I have Colonel Taggard in custody, ready for extraction.
Report.
Taggard's order led directly to the collapse of the Central Blue Zone.
Welcome home. Operation Red Light is over.
What about our men? The ones on the ground in Manhattan.
You didn't think I was that naive, did you? When you have a festering wound, you cauterize it.
No, you give it antibiotics.
I won't let you erase New York like you erased hope.
Let! We're 6 minutes out, and only I know the code.
Huh, joke's on you. Will Alex make the same mistake again? He already did. He still has his gun.
I know what Blackwatch has done. Because everyone I've killed, they're in me. They are me.
That's how you... I've stopped this damn thing before. Stopped it dead. Hope Idaho was just a sacrificial lamb. Necessary cruelty. Shoot anything that moves. No one comes in, nothing gets out.
Sir, the walkers have sealed themselves in the hospital. We have orders to liquidate the entire population.
The mother and child are now military assets. And I just made general officer.
So an infant bit him and now he's infected, that's why he chopped his entire arm off?
infection is cleansed, they won't be looking for me. And when I consume you, I'll be able to withstand even this.
So yeah, it turns out Cross is infected, because he had infected vision like we do. And I guess Cross was the... what was he? What was he?
All hands on deck! All hands on deck! Intruder alert! Suit is inbound! This is not a drill!
The child! He was the child, I guess. That's what he was. Right, so Supreme Hunter is what he is. We've got 6 minutes to defeat him, I think. This will be it for today. In closing remarks, Batman. Back when I talked about the role-playing and how you're being locked up for having the Joker disease, you're hallucinating. One of the hallucinations, the main hallucination, it's just like an exposition. There's nothing clever about it. That's bad. You hallucinate that one time you as a player never saw, but Bruce Wayne as a character has seen, how Joker sent him a tape where he kills Jason Todd, who was the original Robin or one of the Robins. I don't know, I don't really follow the comics and the story of Batman. So he kills Jason Todd, and then immediately, like, you as a player already figured out that it must have been one of his associates, and at this scene you already know Jason Todd is Arkham Knight. So you've got 2 and 2 put together, and for no reason Bruce Wayne has hallucinations about that particular event and still hasn't figured out it's Jason Todd who's Arkham Knight. So he still wanders blindly around what the fuck is going on. The greatest detective on earth. Like, it's not that even he mirrors your thoughts, cause you're smart and he's smart. No. Right, and also this revelation to which you were never privy, like you couldn't have figured it all out on your own like a detective, as if you were playing Batman, where you knew that information, you just had to put 2 and 2 together, because that would spoil our game. I guess we don't need to write it well, we just need to withhold information from you, and not in a clever way either, like from you and from the... well, it's not that we're withholding information from you and the character, is that we're withholding information just from you. And also it's presented as if Jason Todd was actually killed, but hey, it was just a Joker's joke, it's just a prank, bro. And Jason actually survived and decided to be Red Hood also. So yeah, you figure out the story way ahead of Batman, and then the rest is just gameplay and try to defeat Scarecrow, because that's the problem, right? The whole crux of the story of Arkham Knight is that Scarecrow is destroying Gotham with his toxin, but there's also Arkham Knight, and he fights you. So the big story reveal is done, but we still have a boss fight to do. Or 2, really. One responsible for the problem and one responsible for the mystery. So that's that. It's not too good, it's not too clever, but if you like Batman Arkham series gameplay, it's perfectly serviceable game. I mean, I guess it's the best Batman game there is, even as a series. Including some fucking Nintendo 64 or 32 that some 40-year-old nerds from America will tell you all about. How those were the games where you just moved right. And those are better than better graphics, 3D environment, gadgets, and the plethora of buttons you can press on a keyboard. But that's that. We're finishing on a cliffhanger. We have all the story unveiled in front of us. Now we have 6 minutes to defeat the boss and run away from the nuke. And hopefully it will take us less than half an hour to be done in less than 6 minutes. I don't know how I'm gonna cut up those episodes. I already have, because you're watching, right? It's not like I'm gonna delete all this. Thank you for watching anyway. Hopefully you enjoyed. I barely did. And hopefully I'll see you in something else I play for you for free. In the meantime, interact with the channel, so that the YouTube knows it's pretty cool.
Running out of that